Hello there, grade 4 students, and welcome to New Vision International School Virtual Learning. I'm Mr. Bernard, your math teacher for today. Before we start, see to it that you have the following materials. Number 1, your textbook. Number 2, your pen. And number 3, a sheet of paper for your calculations. Today, you're gonna learn about Lesson 12-4. Add fractions with denominators of 10 and 100. Open your book on page 645. The objective. Add fractions with denominators of 10 and 100 by using equivalent fractions. Let us have a review about equivalent fractions. Define equivalent fractions. Fractions which have the same value, even though they may look different. We have two operations that can help us find equivalent fractions. It's either we multiply or we divide. Example, 5 over 7. By this time, let us use multiplication. So 5 over 7 times 2 over 2. As you notice, we have same numbers, right? So we have 2 in the numerator and 2 in our denominator because it should be equal to 1. So you can use 3 over 3, 4 over 4, 5 over 5, and so on and so forth. So 5 times 2 equals 10, and 7 times 2 equals 14. Therefore, 5 over 7 times 2 over 2 is equal to 10 over 14. Let's use division. Let's take, for example, 10 over 14. 10 and 14 can be divided by 2. So we can divide it by 2 over 2. So let's divide. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. Then 14 divided by 2 is equal to 7. So it should be 5 over 7. Therefore, 5 over 7 and 10 over 14 are equivalent fractions. Let's start with solve and share. Open your book on page 645.
The mural is divided into 100 equal parts. Marilyn's class painted 3/10ths of the mural, and Cal's class painted 27/100ths of the mural. How much of the mural have the two classes painted? Solve this problem any way you choose.
You can use appropriate tools. Think about how you can use the grid to find how much of the mural the two classes painted. So we need to add 3 over 10 and 27 over 100. But we cannot add it directly because the denominators are not the same. How to make it the same? Yes, we're gonna find the LCD. But what is LCD again? Great! Least common denominator, which is equal to 100. So we need to multiply 10 by what number? Very good. So we need to multiply it by 10 to get 100. And always remember, if we multiply the denominator by 10, we must also multiply the numerator by 10. So it's gonna be 10 over 10. So 3 times 10 equals 30, and 10 times 10 equals 100. Therefore, 3 over 10 is equal to 30 over 100. So let's shade 30 over 100. So we have 1, which is 10, 2, 20, and then 3, 30. So it shows 30 over 100. So now we have the same denominators. So 30 over 100 plus 27 over 100. Let's shade 27 over 100. So we have 1, which is 10, then 2, which is 2, 20, and then we have 7 here. So 27 over 100. So since the denominators are the same, Therefore, we will just copy the denominator and add the numerators. So 30 plus 27 equals, great, 57. Then copy the denominator, 100. So the answer is 57 over 100. Did you get it? Very good. Look back. How much of the mural remains to be painted? Write the amount as a decimal. Since the total of the two classes painted is 57 over 100, we will just subtract it from 100 over 100. So we have similar fractions. So we will just subtract numerators and copy the denominator. So 100 minus 57 is equal to, very good, 43. Then copy the denominator. So it's going to be 43 over 100. Again, we need to write the amount as a decimal. Since 100 has two zeros, we should move the decimal point twice to the left. But where is the decimal point? Very good. It's there, after 3. So let us move the decimal point 2 times to the left. 1, 2. So therefore, it's going to be, very good, 0.43 or 43 hundredths. Now, watch and learn the visual learning animation.
How can you add fractions with denominators of 10 and 100? Think about this question during the lesson. Jana and Steve collected money for an animal shelter. Jana collected 5/100ths of their goal, while Steve collected 4/10ths. How much of their goal did Jana and Steve collect? The red part of the diagram shows 4/10ths of the goal, and the blue shows 5/100ths of the goal. How can you find how much of their goal Jana and Steve have reached? The amount they collected can be written as 4/10ths plus 5/100ths. Add 4/10ths plus 5/100ths. Can you add the two fractions? No. You use like denominators to add fractions. The fractions do not have the same denominator. You can use equivalent fractions to write tenths as hundredths. Rewrite 4/10ths as an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100. Multiply the numerator and denominator by 10. 4/10ths times 10/10ths equals 40/100ths. Now add the numerators and write the sum over the like denominator. What is the sum? 40/100ths plus 5/100ths equals 45/100ths. Jana and Steve have collected 45/100ths of their goal. Have they collected more or less than 1/2 of their goal? They have collected less than 1/2 of their goal. 50/100ths would be 1/2 of their goal. Jana and Steve have only collected 45/100ths of their goal, and 45/100ths is less than 50/100ths. Now you know how to add fractions with denominators of 10 and 100.
Great job!
Convince me. In the problem shown, why is the denominator 100 and not 200? Answer. Both of the fractions shown refer to the same 100 parts, so you only add the numerators to find how many parts of 100 there are. Guided practice. Do you understand? Number 1. Suppose Jana collected another 25 over 100 of their gold. What fraction of the gold have they now collected? Since Jana and Steve have collected 45 over 100 already, we will just add 25 over 100. So 45 plus 25 is equal to, very good, 70 over 100. Do you know how? Number 3. 3 over 10 plus 4 over 100. We cannot add it directly. So we need to find the equivalent fraction of 3 over 10. We multiply it by 10 over 10. So 3 over 10 times 10 over 10 is equal to 30 over 100. Very good. Now let's add 30 over 100 plus 4 over 100 is equal to, great job, 34 over 100. Number 5. 3 over 100 plus 38 over 10. Let's find the equivalent fraction of 38 over 10. We multiply it by 10 over 10. 38 over 10 times 10 over 10 is equal to 380 over 100. Then we add 3 over 100. So 3 over 100 plus 380 over 100 is equal to 383 over 100. What do you notice about the fraction? Very good, it's improper fraction. So we have to divide it. 383 divided by 100 is equal to, great, 3 remainder 83. So the 3 will become a whole number and 83 is our numerator, and just copy the denominator. So it's going to be 3 and 83 over 100. Number 7. 8 over 10 plus 1 over 10 plus 7 over 100. Let's find the equivalent fraction of 8 over 10. So it's going to be 80 over 100. We multiply it by 10 over 10. Next, equivalent fraction of 1 over 10 by multiplying it by 10 over 10. It's going to be 10 over 100. And since the denominator of 7 over 100 is already 100, so it will just remain the same, 7 over 100. Then add. So 80 plus 10 equals 90 plus 7 equals 97 over 100. Great job. In independent practice, I will let you solve numbers 9 to 23. And we will check your answer tomorrow. So don't forget to watch the next video. For your extra task, check your Pearson account and answer the assigned practice. Quick check. Thank you so much, grade 4 students. Till next lesson. Bye.